Hi everyone, this is Devansh. Let us start the second part of this training. We will be covering how to make charts. Okay, in the first session we covered how to create PPT, add grid lines, rulers, how to use the word art, insert object, pictures, text box, equations, shapes, design, table, right? Let's move on to chart, which is like 80% of the time you will be using PPT to create charts. Let's use such PPT that we were using earlier. Okay, so I have already created few charts, but I will use it only to showcase once things are done. To let me add a section in between. Let me call the section one as add a section. I can name it as presentation or main presentation. Okay, collapse it. Okay, let me add another section as backup slides. Add section, backup slides. We collapse it. So right now we have two sections. Let's open this main section. Let us insert a chart. Okay, let's say that we need we have some data. I've created some data for you. Let us say that we have some data like this. Okay, these are the sales reps in various regions, sub-regions, and these countries. These are their job families. This is their title, and this is how they are spending. This is how they are selling. Um, so this is the data that I've created. Let's say the sales of computer system and servers and storage was this. Let's assume this is dollar sign in million. When EPG was system sale was 164, server 106, storage 60 in $1 million, right? Another data that I have created is how much did we sell in 2017, 18, 19 for data center, cloud, and hybrid. And one data is how the sales look like for again system, server, and storage. But again, storage here is divided into two parts: cloud storage and data center storage, which is on-premises. Okay, and a similar data, um, how much we are selling for data center, cloud, and hybrid in 17 to 20. We will be using this data set to create our charts. Now let us say, let's create chart for this. Okay, system, service, and storage. So let me name it. The title of the slide is sales by product line, and my chart is, I want to insert a chart. So of course I come and insert. I click on chart. And I want this chart, which is column. So remember, column is vertical, okay, and bar is horizontal. Bar and vertical, sorry, bar and column are almost the same, except in column we have six options, seven options in view, and in bar we have one less. Okay, let us say I want a column chart. Let me start again. I come to insert, I go to chart, I come to column. By default it will be on column, and I want column like this, and I click on OK. Okay, now a column chart is inserted on my slide with some dummy data. Now I don't want this dummy data, right? And remember, all the charts in PPT, it is actually made on or based on the blueprint is Excel itself. That is why you see the data is keyed in on Excel. Let me increase the size. When you will drag it, it will automatically change to Excel for you. Okay. drag it, make it a little bigger, and let me copy all the data in one shot somewhere here. So of course, this data will not be the part of the chart because you see this is my data table. This is the data which is selected. This is just the data I've pasted on this Excel. It's not going to be used for the graph. I want to create the PPT or create the graph by this data. System, server, storage, sales is this. Let me call it sales. Okay. Sales by region. I copy this and I paste it here. This last line is not required. I can delete it. I can hover on it, drag it to set my data. Okay. So I now have data filled in for system, server, storage, 164 APJ. Let us look at the chart. Let me close this Excel. We don't require it anymore. Okay. My PPT is okay. I need to close this. Okay. This is how my chart now looks like. Chart title, I can type sales by region. Okay. Sales by, we can call it sales by region or sales by product line. Let me call it sales by region. So if I, this is for AMS, APJ, AMS and EMEA. Okay. Let us say I want to know how much is this. This looks like 162, but how do we know it's 160? We can hover on it. It shows, you see, series systems. Okay. This data is systems, which is anyways we can see in the legend is blue and this is also blue. So this is for systems. And this is for APJ because this is under APJ category, right? And then value is 164. So this is how we read each column. We can right click and go to add data table. Click on this arrow, add data label. Do the same thing here, right click, add data label, right click on the gray one and add data label. If you go for call out, it will show an arrow with system, server, storage. Now the font is small. I want to change it to everything to 16. I can call it 16. Enter. Double click on this format painter so that it is with you. 164. If you just click it once, then it will allow you to paint only once. When you double click, it will stick to your cursor, and you can use it for multiple times unless until you press escape to get rid of it. I paint this to 16, 16, 16, my axis on 16, my horizontal axis, which is x-axis on 16, my legends on, this called legends, this on 16. Okay, now this is more readable. Let me hide this. All right, now let me save it. Now if somebody is reading, they're going to see that my sales was 164, 106 and 60. But let us say I want to add a dollar value to it. Edit in Excel. Okay, now I select this, I right click, I go to format cells, and I go to currency, and I look for US dollar, dollar, right? Okay, let's forget about user dollar. Let's add a string. Okay, here it is, dollar. Okay, now we have in dollar value. So my sale was in 164 million, sales by region in million. Okay, sales by region in strong spelling. All right. In APJ, my system sale was 164 million. In 2020, let's say we put in the title slide over here and mark it 2020. Now let us say I go back to my PPT and I actually make it million, which is if I multiply every cell by one, 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 two, three, four, five, six. Okay, equals this into this. I press F4 and I lock it. I press enter and I do this. Basically, if you see the number, okay, let me copy this and Alt E, then values. I just put my values over here. Okay. Now let us see what happens in the PPT. So the number does not look very good. The x-axis looks too cluttered, but we know that it is in million. So what we do is I go to format axis, for number, it is in currency correctly. Okay. Labels are next to axis. If you make it high, like this, low, it will come back. And tick mark, values in reverse of it, it will completely flip. I'm just showing you all the options that we have. And display unit. I want to display my numbers in millions. Now you see it has come back. 6 zeros will reduce, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will become 180 in million. If I check this box, show display unit label on chart, it will show millions. Okay. And here my minimum value is 0. Everything is auto. Let it be always auto unless until you manually want to fix it some higher degree or lower degree. All right. You can come here and you can change the colors, which basically you can do from here also on the top ribbon. And there are a few more options over here if you want to use the fancy things, right? Let me close it. Now let us say I make a duplicate of it and I tell you how to switch the data. Earlier we were seeing it by region, now I want to see it by product line, right? So there are two users. One is the region head, another one is the product line head. It's pretty simple. Just duplicate the chart, double click so that we are on the chart design automatically, and click on select data over here. Now this pop-up opens up. Click on switch row to column. Okay. and click on OK. Close this and you see now it is by systems, servers and storage. Right click, data label, add data label. Let me show you how callout looks like. So callout looks like this. Systems 150. Let me do Control Z. Oh, it didn't go. Unwanted. Right click, data label, just data label. Right click. And like earlier, I'll make it 16. Double click on Format Painter. Press paint. Everything is all fine. All right. So now we saw that how one graph can be switched into another type of like same graph, but to showcase the same information in a different way for a different user, right? Now let us say that the region head has a preference of seeing the numbers as a bar chart, not as a column chart. So what do I do is I just make a duplicate of this, okay? Not make any change on the original. I make a duplicate of it. Let me make that by product line. I Control C, I copy it and I double click to select this word, Control V. Okay. Now let me make it the bar chart. Double click on this, go to chart, change chart type. I want it bar. Go to here. Now this will change into bar chart. Everything else remains the same. It's just your vertical chart has changed into horizontal chart. System, server, storage. I want system to be on the top. I right click on axis and I click on category in reverse order. Now system, server, storage. Now my x-axis has come on the top. Do not waste time trying to put this x-axis back down and have system, server, storage right there. It is not possible. If you do not like it this way, you have to click on the axis and click on delete or press on delete. It will be gone. But if by any chance you want this to be down here, that there is no such option. Okay. Let us leave it like that for some time. Okay. So this is a bar chart. Now let us take another example in the column chart itself. Let me use this duplicate one. When you click on chart type, the the product had said that I want it by 3D. So just come over there in the column itself. The last option is the last 4 options are 3D. Click on that, it will look like this. It's not too readable. Let me change it to this option, the actual chart option in 3D. This is how it will look. Now let us change it into the darker because that's a preference. So I change it to dark. You have multiple options over here. You can pick anyone that you. This looks quite fancy. We don't require it. Let me switch back to this. Okay. And now let us say similar thing we can do in the bar chart also. I can double click, go to chart type and make it 3D. We don't require it. I do Control Z. I need to see which is the other chart. Okay, the line chart. Let us say we have to create a line chart. The best way to create a line chart is, let me delete this, drag this slide down over here, as simple as that. Sales trend line. Okay, click on this. I go to chart and I go to line chart and I click on OK. And let me use my data that I have created for line chart. The data is right here. Let me use data for 4 years, Y for 3 years. 4 and 3. Let me paste it. I don't need that data. Delete and I cross it. I do some adjustment down here. I increase the size 16, format painter 16, everything 16, legend 16, done. Okay, let's hide this. Chart title, year over year sales. Okay, so how do I read it? In 2017, this is the 2017 data. Let me add the data label over here. Add data label. $164 million. Then 150 million, then 151 million. Let's go to the chart. So if you see, in 2017, data center was 164, data center is 164, cloud is 150, cloud is 150, and hybrid cloud is 151. Okay, that's our line. What I can do is, in a very weird way, I can just duplicate it and double click again, select data, let's switch it and see how the data looks like. It will show you the line for the cloud. Switch the column, click on OK, cross this, and add data label only for this. Right click, go to data label. Okay, now you see the line is for data center, which is not the right way of depicting the information, but for data center it is 164 in 2017, 106 for 2018, 175 and 100 in 2010. That is one way of showing. Basically, I said it's not right, but it's a different preference by different people. Data center is increasing and then decreasing, no quite clarity. Okay. Now let us add. Let me delete this. Let us add a pie chart. Insert. Pie chart is usually shown. It is used when we want to showcase the proportion mix of different products or different regions. Let's go to chart. Let's go to pie. Click this. Okay, 1 second. Let me also showcase that what are the other ways you can show the chart. So you can pick this. It looks a little fancy. There are different ways. You can just pick this. You're free to find out even another ways. This another. Okay. Let me go back to something. I like this. Now let's go to the pie chart. Go to insert, go to chart, go to pie, click on pie. Okay, let us assume that this is the actual data, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4 sales. Okay. Um, yeah, I can right now it doesn't show any data. So what I can do is I can right click, add data label. Now data label looks like this. Let me increase the size to 18 this time. Okay, but it is not very good that I made a sale of, let's assume it's 8.2 is 8.2 million in first quarter. But what is my contribution of first quarter in my whole year? I want to see that in a percentage. So I can just right click, go to format data series. No, right click, go to format data label and go to percentage. Now it will show you the percentage. Let me make it more readable. Maybe what if we turn white? It's more readable. 8.2 million, which is 58%. So quarter 1 is contributing 58% in my overall year sale. Okay, I can add the series name. I can add it has gone out. Let me change it back to black. I can add the category name. So sales for first quarter is 8.2, which is 58%. You can add the legend key, but you don't require all these jazz, right? So I'd remove the legend key because it is down over here. I remove the sales, which is my, sorry, series name because it's written over here. I remove my category name because it's there in the legend. I just need my number and the percentage. Okay. Let me duplicate this like earlier. Right click, edit data in Excel. Okay. Now let me go to this. Let me copy this data and paste it over here. Now my total column, total data is this. This is not the part. Let me do Control Z. It's already copied. Let me paste it from here. I don't require the last row. Delete. Okay. Now if you see system, servers and storage, and in storage, cloud and data center are part of storage. 60 is 40 plus 20 is 60, 80 plus 40 is 120, 70. So basically this two is subset of storage. I have pasted the data. Let me cross this Excel. Go back to PPT. This is how it looks like right now. Because if you come to select data, you will see, let's wait for a while. Okay, it is picking my data. Let me reference it one more time. Okay, click on OK. Let me change my chart type to this. No, something is wrong with the chart itself. Let's delete this and let's insert a pie chart. Let me take this data, Control C, and Control V directly, drag it till here Don't need the last one. Okay. Close this. Let's check the data. Okay. All right. Now let me change my chart type to pi out of a pi. Let's add the data label. Sorry, add the data label. Format data label percentage. Okay. Now here what we see is there is 100, 80 and 60, which is 100 APJ, sorry, APJ 100 system, 80 server, then storage, cloud in this. So cloud is 20 and 40 for data center. This together makes it 60. Now you're thinking there are two 60s. It should be, there should be no green quarter, right? But that's not possible. That's not possible. It will always show like this. So use it carefully. If if your users are not very accustomed with this pi out of a pi, avoid it. Okay, we can change it stack of a pi. It will change to like this. Okay, now another chart is that I've created for you already is the, let me edit it. Let us say you have data of sales, how your sales reps are churning, what is the percentage, and how is your partner satisfaction, which is shown on NPS. Okay, if my sales churn is 10, my NPS is 10, my sales churn is 12, it was 10. I mean, don't look for the correlation between these two. These are just random numbers. Okay, so what is your sales churn in percentage? What was your NPS in absolute number? And the PPT will look like, or the graph will look like this. You can name it churn NPS correlation. Okay, so this is about our session in chart. I'll connect with you in the next session with more on smart art. Okay, thank you so much. This is Devansh.